Hello everyone, this is Icon and welcome for a new video of Civilization. So this is not a game, let's play video. This is just me talking about the new patch that hit for Civilization Beyond Earth. So the patch was released today. It's the winter patch. Um, Well, I will just speak about the notes. I'm not really sure I would make a new game out of it. I don't think enough has changed for me to be interested in making a new game. But I just wanted to say what I think about the patch. If you want more a deeper discussion, maybe I would have to play the patch, but uh, there's not that much. Let's just look what has been done with this one. So I think they say something here that you get uh, yeah, you get trade routes for population. It's not very clear how many you need, how many trade routes you get per population. There's nothing, so I would have to play a game for this. I think it's quite a good idea, especially with the fact that they added the auto renew route option. Uh, the problem is that with dynamic yields, this is kind of like automated workers, where your average player will may be happy with automated things, but unless they give me um, fixed yield or an intelligent uh, renew option, I would be tempted to still keep renewing my own routes just to be sure that I'm getting the most out of them. If I take Civilization 5, for food, I get always the same yields. So I could see myself renewing Civilization 5 trade routes. But in Civilization Beyond Earth, since it's all dynamic, you can have a trade route that now has a very good yield, but in 50 turns has a very poor yield. So you would be tempted to just change it. So I kind of have mixed feeling about this option. However, I think that getting just one trade route for a trade depot is a good idea, and then getting a trade route at population threshold. So they also give you a simplified Chinese. I guess it's good for people that speak Chinese. Um, so they changed wonder costs, so we'll have to see in game. So let's see what the new wonders are. I'm I already read the new effects of wonders, but I'm not sure. I was kind of skeptical this would fix them. There are two problems with wonders in Civilization Beyond Earth. The first one is a cosmetic problem, is that I really have no idea what is a gene vault. Well, I know because I've read a little bit about this, but I mean, first for your casual player that don't really want to read that kind of stuff, it's not really speaking for them, especially since the animation once you finish the wonder is like blueprints, so you don't get much flavor out of building a wonder. Alright, so this is the first problem, and the problem, at least before the patch, was that the bonuses were kind of underwhelming besides a couple of them. And my fear is that after reading some of the changes, is that now the bonuses are even more underwhelming. So I really don't get where they're going with this, but anyway. So the gene vault beforehand was increasing your growth by 10%, I believe, in all cities, and was giving you some bonuses. and I think the cost has increased. It was less than that, something like 200 before. And now you get a free worker unit per city. I what I I mean, when can you build? When will you build the gene vault? You will build the gene vault somewhere after your first expansion. So maybe you will get 2, 3, 4 more cities after the gene vault. So let's say you get 4 free worker out of it. Yeah, I guess. But a worker is only 60 hammers, so instead of just building the gene vault and maybe losing it because an AI is making it, you can just invest in 4 workers for 240 hammers. So I have no idea what the gene vault is good for now. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Alright, so let's go here. These were the 2 wonders that I really liked before. The ectogenic spot, now it requires geothermal, so it means you have to get geophysics first before you can get it. So yeah, and the cost is big, 400. Before it was, I think it was just a little bit more than that, so 250, 300 maybe. And before, the ectogenous spot was really strong. It was giving you 1 food for every farm, so it was making your farm very useful. It was akin to reaching civil service in Civilization 5. Now it gives you 1 food for every 4 population in this city only. I'm just speechless. I'm speechless. I mean, how realistically your city will be in Civilization Beyond Earth? I usually get my cities up to 20-25 population maximum. So this is like a 6 food wonder down the road for 400 hammers. I mean, just working agricultural development may give you more food. I mean, if you do this for the wonder, you would get instead of investing 500 hammers to get some amount of food, you would just invest 500 hammer into this, and this would give you 100 food. So 100 food, it's not very great, but this would take a lot of time to be worth it. And I don't know, man. Just 1 food for every 4 population in just 1 city. It's a big nerf to the old one, and the cost has been increased. So once again, I don't get where they're going with this. So let's just continue. What is this? Promethean. What was it doing beforehand? Let me just. I have found the old bonuses to make the comparison easier for me. So as you can see, the gene vault was giving you 4 food and 10 growth in all cities, instead of this crappy all cities start with a free worker, which I really don't get. The ectogenous pod was giving you 3 hammers, 3 food, and 1 food for all farms. Now it's giving you 1 food for every 4 populations. So just to catch up, you would have to have just a huge city, and the cost has been increased. So honestly, I don't see these 2 ever being built by a serious player, ever. Alright, let's get the Promethean. What is the Promethean doing? Alright, before it was giving you a free virtue, 2 culture, and 4 health. So now it's costing more, 100 more hammers, and the city no longer produces unhealth. Uh, yeah, I guess it's okay, but do you really have health problem once you reach transgenics? Sorry, I don't know. And you need Xenomass, so you have to play Harmony and have Alien Sciences. Well, you don't really need Harmony, but you need this, or maybe the, I don't know if you can. Yes, you can probably get it from the AI, I guess. Um, and the city no longer produces unhealth. Uh, Instead of a free virtue. Bah. I mean, I'm not sure which one I would prefer. I think it's an okay wonder there, but it's not that. I mean, it's okay. It's not something that I would be so excited to build. I don't really understand that change actually. Maybe it fits more the lore, which I have no idea what it is for this one. So what's in there? This is sorry. These are stuff that I never make usually. So what is this? So benefits from positive health levels increased by 50%. So this is the production bonus and the science bonus and stuff that you get when you're positive health. I think this is good. This is good if it was probably a little bit less costly and in a relevant area of the tech tree. I mean, realistically, how often do you get this stuff? Maybe for Harmony and Supremacy, but this is something that you would do really late in the game, and if you do it very late, getting benefits from positive health is unlikely to be interesting. The game, one of the problems that I already raised with Civilization Beyond Earth is that the game is too short. So if you're gonna make some bonuses that give long-term benefits, like this one that you would get late in the game and which gives you long-term bonuses, you have to make the game longer for it to work. It's simple to understand. The game has to be longer for that kind of stuff to work. This is the same argument you could have with Civilization 5 and the late game stuff. I mean, who makes very late game buildings like in information era and there's a very low chance that this will be useful because it's far in the tech tree, it costs a lot, and the benefits are good, but they will probably need time to pay for themselves. So once again, meh. I'm sorry. So the Xenonova is something that reduces penalties instead of boosting benefits. So yeah, for it to work, you have to be in negative health. I'm not sure it's a good idea to be that long in negative health. I think by the time you research alien materials, you're probably back into positive health. But I guess Xenonova could be interesting to maybe plan a strategy around it, where you stay very low in health, but alleviate the penalties with that wonder. Is it realistic? Because it's verified in the tech tree, I'm not sure, but it could be useful. Alright, let's just do them. Oh, what was it doing before? Resurrection Device and Xenonova. Resurrection Device was giving you 8 health, so this is definitely an improvement. And the other one is Xenonova, can't remember. Xenonova was 7 food and 2 health, so this is also definitely a very good change. It was garbage before. Now it could be useful, but it's too far. It's too far in the tech tree and it costs too much. I mean, 1300 armors is almost the same as, well, not the same, but it's costly. It would take quite a good amount of turns to make. And yeah, it's far in the tech tree for that kind of bonuses, I think. Then let's go. What's this? The Xenodrome provides a small bonus influence to alien opinion each turn, and negative alien opinion recovers twice as quickly. I mean, I don't think I have to explain to people that by the time you will make a 1000 armor wonder, which is on that part of the tree, you probably don't care about alien at all. So I don't get this wonder. I don't see what's the point of it. This is the kind of wonder that should be in this area. This is a thing for the early game. The late game, who cares about the opinion of aliens where you can just one-shot them with all your units? I guess. Once again, I don't get it. This is something that I would really like to understand. I would really want to understand what's the thought process, how the decisions are made to make that kind of stuff. I mean, who cares about alien at this point of the game? At the point you get the Xenodrome in your game, who cares? I don't have words. I just can't understand who is. Well, whatever. Let's continue. What was it doing before the Xenodrome? The Xenodrome was giving you 4 culture and a Xeno Sanctuary. Xeno Sanctuary is what? I think it's a culture wonder, culture building. That is, yes, it's here. It was giving you 4 culture, so 330. Yeah, it wasn't very good before, so garbage has been replaced by something really poor, I guess. Archimedes lever. So it's a 1700 cost wonder. So it's the same that the special wonder, like the Exodus Gate. Okay. And what does it do? The enemy units within 2 tiles of the city suffer 10 attrition damage each turn. It's like a super fortress. A super citadel. Yeah. But this is the problem. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that is aimed at another game. This is aimed at a game where you have a lot of wars, where you have long wars, difficult wars, of slow crawl of units and stuff. But this game is not Civilization Beyond Earth. I mean, this is not what's happening in the game. Wars are quick, cities fall very, very quickly if they're not defended, and if the player defends a city, he will probably be able to just crush the opposition. The only thing that happens is if for a player to be threatened is when he has almost no units and so the AI just roll over him and take the city in 3 turns. So I'm not sure what that kind of stuff will do. And it's a 1700 armor wonder. With 17 armor, you could have a lot of units that can move from city to city. So while this is only for a single city. So once again, I don't get it. I mean, I may sound harsh, but it may sound harsh, but there has to be more thoughts involved when designing strategy game. It must be clear that the opportunity cost is worth it. If you're making something that is difficult to get, it has to be better than everything. Well, not always, it's not necessarily always better, but it has to have situations, realistic situations, where getting something that is costly is better than the alternative of this cost. This is something that has to be clear, and this is something that so far has been said multiple times for like for the Gene Vault. I could just make walkers, and I'm sure that I won't lose it to somebody else. I could just make walkers. I could just make units. Why would I go just so far into the tech tree to get something that I can't move from city to city and that I can't that I could just replace with just units? I don't get. I don't get it. All right. What were, well, I think it was really poor before, so I guess Archimedes lever. Yeah, before it was just giving you 50 city defense, 4 armor, and 1 culture, but it was costing a lot less. So now the cost has been almost tripled for a bonus that makes very little sense. It's like just a big citadel. I mean, I'm not a Civilization Beyond Earth expert, but if I think about what I've played and my experience with Civilization 5, I will never invest such a cost into just a big citadel. It doesn't really make sense. Alright, just move on. Quantum computer, free maintenance, and 50% duration for orbital units. I think it was giving you free technology before. I mean, where is it? PQ quantum computer. Yeah, it was giving you free technology. Why was it changed? Why does all these wonders cost geothermal? Well, I guess there was no use for geothermal before, but alright. So they changed free technology to give you free maintenance and 50 duration for orbital units. Yeah. I mean, the free maintenance is really anecdotal, especially for 1000 armor wonder. But the duration is cool. But does it really want such a wonder? I mean, if you look at the virtue tree, I don't really know many people that are investing in these branches. I just don't. Most people just make a few orbital units, and once they're down, they just remake them. I mean, getting 50% more duration. I mean, satellites don't cost much. Like 100 armors. This is like quite quickly in the game. This is like 2 turns for a city to make, and it lasts at least 60 turns. So I mean, you make 120 turns. This is the most you will get out of a satellite, because the game is over after 200 turns. So why give you something that increase the duration when you can just remake the stuff? It's not like you will make 200 satellites. If you were making a ton of satellites, I could understand that kind of bonuses. This would be really interesting. But if you make just a handful of satellites in your game, no, I won't go down to field theory, which has only an harmony leaf. I won't go down here just to make this thing. Alright, and before it was giving you free technology. Free technology was cool. It's just that this branch of the tech tree was just almost never reached, because unless, well, even Harmony, because Harmony has some necessary technology, so you were just picking them, and you were just never getting there. So I guess now you will really never get there. So this is another one. The Ansible is a 1600 armors wonder that increases affinity experience by 25%. This is good. This is good. But it's too far. It's, once again, it's something that is really far down the tech tree. So yeah, maybe you will get one more. So maybe if you go down to Harmony, because if you're not Harmony, this is garbage. If you don't play Harmony, don't never make this. There is no point, because you will invest into this tech and this tech just to get a tech that would give you more affinity points, where you could just have get this one if you were playing POD. So unless you play Harmony, you will never get this. If you play Harmony, the problem is that this tech is not required to win. I can't remember what you need. You need Swarm Intelligence, Alien Adaptation, maybe something like that. So maybe for Harmony it will give you, it can cut down a few turns, maybe, I guess. But this is once again something that is too far to be really interesting for players. Too far in a remote location of the tech tree. This is a branch that Harmony never gets. Harmony don't get through all these texts, these three texts, this one. Harmony don't get there. So why put something that is just for Harmony just so far? I mean, I'm pretty sure that getting this is just approximately coming even with just getting something else. So once again, why is it that far in the tree, and why does it cost this much? 1600 hammers. This is something that has to be more accessible. If you're giving me a wonder that gives a bonus for the last 50 turns, it has to be worth it for this last 50 turns. So let's continue. New network. Sorry. Affinity level requirements for units, building, and wonders reduced by 1. This is good. I kind of like this one, but the problem with this one is that it's again in an area where there are absolutely nothing that synergize with it. Like, yes, I would be able to make my units with less affinity, but I still need the text to make such units. So yeah, it probably accelerate your stuff. And the Lasercom satellite is required for many victories. So I kind of like this one. And what was it before the Mehmet work? Yeah, well, before it was increasing culture in your city. Yeah, I guess it's an okay change. Well, it requires ferrexite, but you usually get robotics, so it's okay. I guess the mimic work is kind of good. Synoder gain 1 science for every 3 population in this city, and the wonder is 1600 costs for 1 science for every 3 population in this city only. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it was 7 science before. So, just to get the old bonus, you would have to make it in a 21 population city. This is the biggest size city you get, and that's by the end of the game. And this is 1600 armors. I mean, this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Like, this is like as far, well, no, the tech costs a lot more than genetics, I guess. But this is really far than this is not, this is like middle tree. Like, let's say this is in the middle. And yeah, okay. 1600 armors just to get 1 science for every 3 population in this city. But who will make that? I mean, what? What, man? Okay, the Bitegeist Virtue Tier Synergy bonus requirements are reduced by 1. This is a very good one, I think. Virtue Tier Synergy bonus, or these stuffs. Does it work with these ones? Is it only these ones or these ones? Because they say tier synergy bonus, so tier would be this, so I guess it's just these ones. But either way, this is a good one. This is a one that I like, but the cost it's really costly. But at least I kind of like this one. It's okay, and if I remember correctly, it was kind of bad before, like the Bitegeist. Where is the Bitegeist? It was giving, yeah, it was giving you two science for culture and minus 50% virtue cost. Well, the 50% virtue cost wasn't that bad if you could get it fast enough. I guess after 6 you get a free one, but I like the new bonuses. The new bonus, I kind of like this one. Okay, the Holon Chamber. Gain science equal to 10% of global energy income for 1600 hammers. So once again, you could just invest into science, into producing science. I mean, 1600 hammers. 1/4 of this is around 400 science. So 400 science is, you would need to make 4,000 energy income to compensate for the cost. I'm not sure you will do that. But well, I think it was kind of bad before anyway. Holon Chamber. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, before it was just giving you 5 science. So I guess it's a bonus. I guess it's better now. I guess it's better. But, well, it's still a little bit underwhelming, I think. Well, especially since the cost has been increased a lot. It's really a lot more costly. I mean, yeah, maybe if you make a ton of generators, you could get something out of it, but who makes generators when they can just make academies, right? So I'm not excited by this. This is the problem. This is the problem with many of these wonders. I'm not excited. Compare this to, say, the Tower of Pisa in Civilization 5. First, you know what the Leaning Tower of Pisa is, so you can relate to the stuff. And then the bonus is good. I mean, you get a free great person, and it increase by 25% all your other great persons. This is good. This is a good wonder. When you reach printing press, you want to make the stuff. I'm not sure I will go down. This is something. In Civilization 5, you get more. You get your technology. You don't really have a choice. You must go complete the tech tree more or less. You know, you get the technologies, so you get the opportunity to build the wonders as you get the tech tree. So even if the wonders are not the best stuff ever, you you don't really care, because you can at least, you didn't invest just to make the wonder. In Civilization Beyond Earth, if you, because this is a tech web, you will, it's kind of required to go out of your way to get some of these wonders. So if you get out of your way to get like this stuff or this stuff, it has to be excellent. It has to be excellent to justify going there. All right, Round Chamber, Markov Eclipse. So I just I saw that one. This is something I'm really perplexed about. I mean, okay, the bonus isn't bad, but for a wonder that would cost less than 1600 hammers, I mean, this is something that is at the same place. This is very close to the starting of the tree. I mean, why does it cost as much as something like this? I I, I don't get it, man. I don't know what they're doing, really. Tectonic NVR 5 pollution from Canyon. I mean, 5 pollution for Canyon is good, but will you get a 5 pollution from Canyon out of a wonder that costs 1800 hammers? Make the math. You will need to get 1800 hammers out of canyons. This is a ton of canyons, man. Mass driver. City strike, +1 range and 25% strength at this city. I guess this is one of those defensive wonders. I've never liked them because I'm not a huge fan of defensive stuff in general. I mean, just make unit, man, and if you make enough unit, just beat the other guy by taking a city or two, especially in Beyond Earth, where there is a little penalties for getting the sorry foreign cities. The crawler is a 25% production for building and wonders. This is good. I don't know if it's in this city only. If it's in only one city, this is kind of poor because you would still, I mean, you still have to invest 1,000 hammers. But if it's for all your cities, this is good. This is a very good one if it's for all your cities. Panopticon, 5 range for anti-orbital strike. All military units receive 1 site. The cost is reasonable for this one. I kind of like this. I think before it was 1 more site. Just 1 more site. Panopticon. Where is it? This isn't even by alphabetical order. Yeah, it was just 1 vision range, so it was improved. Yes, this is a good one. I kind of like this change. Drone sphere, worker action, explorer prediction are completed 50% faster. Well, the faster worker is pretty good because in this game you kind of like spamming academies and stuff. There are some very long improvements. So this is I like this one. Maybe 500 is a little bit much for this, and of course this is only in for Harmony. Nanothermite, range, air, and city strike attacks are 20% stronger. I kind of like this one. This makes your range stronger. This and once again, it's kind of costly. How likely are you to get down here if you're going for anything other than a left destroyer? I don't know. But I guess it's okay. Would have to discuss with the cost, maybe. Stellar Codex orbital coverage around this city increased by 8. Well, like I said with the other wonder, with this one, I don't make that many orbital units, but I guess increasing by 8 is a very big number, and the wonder doesn't cost that much, 300. Well, at the stage you can get ballistics. It's 300 is quite costly, and the problem is that it is in ballistics. Ballistic is a garbage take. You only get rocket battery. Yeah, it's like walls in Civilization 5. I mean, sure, you make them once in a while, but most of the time you won't. So, is it really interesting? Maybe. Maybe they think this is something really situational that could be useful, I guess, but I'm not sure. The Adelus ladder, 10% of every guild. I think this is good. 1700 hammers, it may be a little costly. I mean, I don't think stuff should cost as much than gates. Gates and Mindflower and stuff. But the bonuses are good. I mean, 10% of every yield. It's pretty good, good bonus, I guess. Xenomanium, 5% petroleum, titanium, and geothermal. Before it was increasing the energy produced by generators. This was a very good wonder before, and this has become a very poor wonder. I mean, petroleum, titanium, and geothermal. This is the stuff that you can just buy off the AI. So I don't get why you would invest 1200 hammers into that kind of stuff. I mean, just get the resources out of the AI, or just put down a city for your petroleum. Titanium is usually very easy to get, but petroleum, just a nice resource. Just pop a settler, just go there, hook the stuff here, and the settlers cost a lot less than 1200 hammers. So no, I don't like that. Armor Sale. City suffer 50 less damage from range attacks. So this is one of these defense wonder. I don't know what civilization beyond Earth has this many defensive wonders. This is the stuff that usually people don't really like to make. I don't know why this game would need 3, I guess. Really, I really hate that one. What was it before? The Armor Sale. Should be at the start. Yeah, it was giving you 100 more HP. So I guess suffering 50% less damage versus 100 HP. I'm not sure if you will really gain something, because this doesn't really reduce melee damage, and the AI is really prone to make melee attacks to city, and it costs 250 more armors than the old one. So no, sorry, this doesn't work. And once again, this is in something very remote in the tech tree. So if you're gonna put something remote in a tech tree, it has to have a very strong use. Not necessarily strong for every game, but it has to be sometimes very, very useful. This may be very useful once in a lifetime, but this is not enough. There must be more situation than that. Kind of losing my voice, sorry. 2 culture from international trade route and station. This is good, but I think the other one was better. New Terran Myth. Oh no, the old one was crappy. Alright, this one is better. This one is good. This one is goodish. Because, yeah, 2 culture from internal city trade routes is good. But this is the only thing that you get with this tech. There is no affinity with it. So you have to invest into a 3,000 cost tech and 700 production to get around 40 no, maybe more less than that, 2 trade routes per city, and nowadays with the new patch you have less trade routes because it's there is population thresholds. So no, 2 culture from internal station in such a remote tech doesn't make sense. I mean, will you really go invest into 3,000 science base? Because once you make more cities, and you need a ton of cities to make that kind of stuff useful. Once you get more cities, this will be more than 3,000. But let's say 3,000 beakers and 700 armors just to get 2 culture from intercity. Really? Not sure. Deep memory. So this one pisses me off. Before it was such a great wonder. Maybe it was a little bit too powerful. But before it was giving you 2 free virtues. It was a great opportunity for purity affinity it was a great boon of this affinity. You would get 2 free virtues. And now it gives you 1 culture for every 3 population? What? 400 armors, 1400. I don't think I have to discuss that one. Honestly, honestly, who as a player, as a human player, I mean maybe in multiplayer, but in single player, who has problem with covert operations? Seriously, who has problem with covert operation? I mean, just put one guy at home if you need to, and after 10 turns there will be no more intrigue, and you will just can move the guy. You don't need a wonder to defend against covert ops. But just to be fair, they said that they have made affinity operation more easy to get, so maybe it will be more difficult for the player to withstand covert operation pressure. But seriously, I doubt it. It was so easy before, even on Apollo. So my guess is that below Apollo it's even easier, and that players just won't never have a need for this wonder. So this cover up the wonder stuff. This is the major part of the patch. I don't think there is that much more to say. Domination victories now won by controlling all original player capitals. This is a good change, but I don't know why it wasn't that way at the very release of the game. This is the case for Civilization 5 since a while. I don't know. Veterancy promotion, occupant boost promotion at 10% strength. Okay, all unit heal promotion starting at level 4, heal 75 HP. I guess it will make healing a little bit better at this level. Adding levels 5 and 6 to work with Precog project. What was Precog project again? Military energy. I didn't see it. Maybe I skipped this one. Where is it? Yeah, I don't know where it is. Forgot about it. Oh, this is this one. Okay, I guess yeah, you can get 2 additional levels, but this is not like C5 where you had logistics and range for range units. So I'm not sure players are that interested into getting more levels for the units. But this is not that costly, so I guess it's okay. I guess it's an okay one. Replaced. Oh yeah, I remember this change. Yeah, they changed this one. City increased. City intrigue decreases faster when an agent is present. Okay. It's people weren't really interested in getting this branch before, but this one was an okay one before. I don't see people investing in this. I guess maybe if affinity operation are very easy to get now, you could maybe get a use of this. But I really seriously doubt it, especially if someone will go down to knowledge, where the stuff from for operation are more down the might tree. So no, I don't see people getting this. Sorry. Settler clown gives 1 population in new city, so this is a small nerf for this one. Okay, whatever. Trade route slots now primarily unlocked based on city population, so it's not clear how much you need. I talked about this at the beginning. Renew option, lowered entry level required for affinity covert ops. So this is what I was talking about. I would have to play a game to really see if this changes stuff. Friendly aliens no longer prevent city citizens from working plots. Okay. Added tech. I almost never try to befriend alien anyway, but I guess for people that do, this is cool. Sounds more like a bug fix, honestly. Added tech filter for units and orbital categories. Okay, whatever. Victory progress tooltip show explicit status for enabling unit for cannon plots. So yeah, so it now gives 2 production base. So with the Envil you get 7 production. It's pretty good, but like I said, the Wonder cost a fucking lot. So you would have to get very many canyons to make it work. AI stuff, I guess more AI bonus, more AI improvement is always good. I don't give a fuck about my 2K and the bug fixes. So this is it, people. You get renewed trade routes and wonders. And like I said, the wonders are really disappointing. So this is it for me. I hope my rant wasn't too annoying, or my accent actually. And how long has this been? Oh, I've been speaking for an hour. Oh, Jesus. Alright, thank you for listening, people, and see you for another game of Civilization 5 probably.